Should you use the same username on all of your internet accounts? Well, that depends on how private you want to be. If you're a company or brand who's trying to connect with customers and want to be seen as much as possible, then yes, you want to use the same username on as many sites as possible. Take Ford, for example. Here's their website, Ford.com. Here's their Instagram, Instagram/Ford. Here's their X account, X.com/Ford, their Facebook account. You get the idea. But what if you're somebody who wants more privacy? Say, for example, Sam Bankman-Fried. As known, SBF founded the FTX cryptocurrency exchange and misappropriated about $10 billion of his customers' money. He ticked off a lot of people, including some hackers who'd like to hack his sites. So let's see if we can do some open source intelligence collection, OSINT, and try to find a few sites for him. Here is a username that we found for him, SamBF. He used this on the website LiveJournal. In 2014, someone hacked LiveJournal.com and eventually sold and released the hacked user accounts on the dark web. And this account contained his username and his password. We redacted the password here, but you can take his username and trace it in several OSINT tools to try to find other accounts for him. One good tool to do this, for example, is whatsmyname.app. If you insert the SBF username that we found, SamBF, whatsmyname.app will search 669 sites to see if this username has been used on them. Here you can see it's searching sites and getting hits. It got hits on 27 sites. That is, someone has used SamBF as their username on 27 sites. Now, SamBF is not that unique of a username, so not all these accounts are his. You have to go into each one and check, but some of them are. Here, for example, is a chess.com account for him with his profile picture. That's helpful. Here's a Substack account where oddly he made 2 posts about FTX's insolvency and what caused it, and that's it. And here may be an old Venmo account for him, unless someone's trying to spoof him and hope that you send him money, although a lot of people are, well, maybe that's it. A lot of people already did that, so maybe they're hoping that people do it again. Anyway, all of these are useful for hackers, especially when we have a password for him. They can try this password and variations of it on these sites. They can try to breach them and gain more access and possibly swim upstream. There's several sites that will reverse trace usernames like this. ID crawl is another good one. You can put in a username like Ford and it will crawl for accounts. This is a simple and effective OSINT tactic to find a target's accounts. So, should you use the same username on all of your sites? If you're Ford, yes. If you're SBF, no. People advise you to use a unique password on each of your sites. It's the same with usernames in a way. The same username helps us find accounts, which gets us bytes of information, which individually may not be that dangerous, but when combined, they can expose vulnerabilities. So if you want more privacy, use different usernames.